Gunwerks Long Range University is what we call it, here at Cody, Wyoming, and the range here at Burlington. We call it a university because you come here and there's a lot of classroom stuff, but there's also the application out there at the range. So you're learning quite a bit of information in a couple days and then applying it, so you're getting this full experience.
With enough time, your eye is going to convince you that that reticle's clear, but if you're having difficulty focusing on the crosshair, it's your diopter focus right here.
Yeah, I was really fortunate because I had the opportunity to come into this program at Long Range University, and it was already a very well established and respected program. And I started here in October of 2020 as a training director.
I don't want to just let the gun sit there and squeeze the trigger like this. I want to control the gun. You know, I always use the analogy, I'm trying to take this 10-pound rifle and through a good position turn it into a 200-pound rifle.
Kind of give you a quick overview of how our program is broken down here. We have 3 levels, and within each level we have several different classes. Our level 1 stuff is generally speaking a 2-day class, and that's really designed to take somebody that's new to long range shooting, that's new to Gunwerks products, and teach them how to take advantage of that system and how to use it most effectively.
Put some parallax in there, play with that focus knob, actually put some parallax in there and move your face up and down a little bit and see what that parallax looks like so you know what you're looking for.
There's a lot of fundamentals and things that guys need to create this foundation and this base to really become a good shooter. I think you need to get all the basics down and learn these fundamentals before you can start trusting yourself and other equipment out to further distances.
If you look up here, if I just rotate this around, you're looking for that little circle of light right in the middle of the scope.
In level 1, you're going to learn about our products, so if you're interested in purchasing a Gunwerks rifle, you'll leave with a really good understanding of which one would perhaps be the best for you based on your style of hunting, your interest, and what you like to do.
So when we build the profile that you're going to use for the rest of the week inside the ballistic app, it matches that gun that you're shooting. Because there's going to be about a minute difference between different guns, most likely.
Once we get into the level 2 class, we really focus on the long range ballistics and the wind. So I guess level 1, I'd say, really kind of teaches you the fundamentals of how to shoot, both from the bench and the prone. And level 2, we really get into the long range ballistics and how to read the wind, how to adjust for the wind, along with some of the skills that help make you a better hunter in the field. Like we start working on field positions, however we don't get very deep on that. Where we really get deep on the field positions and shooting accurately in the field is we're putting together this advanced field marksmanship course. It's a new course for this year. I'm really excited about it because we're going to spend 2 days doing nothing but working on how do you build a good solid shooting foundation in the field.
But I'm looking at him, I say, okay, check that suppressor, okay, we're good. Is he loading into his bipods? Okay, checking, is he zeroed out? Or is he on the dope that we're talking about, right? He's at 600, so is he on the 600-yard dope?
Level 2, you're transitioning from the fundamental stuff to now let's start stretching the legs a little bit and learn what these different rounds do. You know, choosing what bullet you want for what gun, learning how actual rounds are affected by the atmospherics and by wind, and really just kind of putting everything together to get effective rounds on target.
So there shouldn't be an empty chamber at all on this, except for that split second that you're racking that bolt. Okay? So always shoot, spot your round, rack bolt, you're ready for that second round.
You know, I really think what sets Gunwerks apart is going back into their history. They've always been about 2 things. Number 1 is they are 100% focused on the hunting industry. You know, unlike some companies which kind of a crossover between the tactical side, the sniper side, and you can apply some of that stuff to hunting. But Gunwerks has always been 100% focused on training hunters. And I think the other thing that makes us a bit unique is that we train on our system, and the shooter is pretty much the missing link in our system that it takes to really make that system perform the way it's supposed to at long range. You know, we recognize that human beings, you know, we like to push the limits, but at the same time, we gotta define how much do we push those limits when we're talking about shooting at an animal and what is an ethical, you know, distance for us or condition for us to attempt a shot at an animal. And I think a lot of our training is based upon helping people realize not only what they're capable of doing, but what their limitations are and what conditions would limit them, and where a good ethical hunter would say, no, I shouldn't take this shot. And the reason I shouldn't take this shot is because I know what happens when the wind's blowing 15 miles per hour.
10, 9, 8, 7, Good job, guys. Nice run.
So we have guys that come here that, some guys are, I mean, they're PRS competitors, and then you got guys that come that have never shot a rifle, a bolt gun. I'd say 90% of the guys that come here have not shot past 300 yards. They're hunters that are from the Midwest or some kind of wooded area in California or something, or on the East Coast, and they're used to taking these 200-yard shots with a 30-30, and then they come here and they learn a different system and optic and learn how to use the technology, the advanced technology that we have. It turns a guy from coming in as a beginner to leaving pretty confident in their rifle and how to use a basic scope, how to use a basic rifle. You can become pretty skilled by coming here for just our long range university.